Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P-Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab. I'm back in the book. Got a nice little lesson for you today on steadfastness. What the? I got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go. Wrightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in my stories for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, and I'm on it, is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I ask the question, do you know you well when I'm through? That's what I do. A person, it's rhetorical, excuse me, keep wanting to get past that. It's rhetorical, but if you know how to answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not. They're simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know, they're spiritually asleep. I can awaken them on the spiritual alarm clock here too. Wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and to my be true. Like I said in the beginning, let's talk about, I'm giving all these qualities, and this is one that you really have to understand. It's called steadfastness, okay? I got a whole page of information to break down for you. And then I'm going to take you over to fear. And if I got enough time, I'm going to get one more in, one of my favorites, wrong thinking. So let's go with on steadfastness. I am steadfast son of steadfast, conceived and born in the region of steadfastness. What the hell is this steadfastness? Pay attention, we getting there. Patience. In steadfastness, there is what they call a harmony. Why? Because they who remain sturdy in the application of the wisdom that they have gained through what? Studying and obtaining knowledge when daily will experience. And daily meditation will not be affected by what your emotions or your worldly conditions ran by your ego. Steadfast meaning you ain't giving in to the ego. What's this? The wise sages and saints are secure, steadfast. There you go. In what? In their knowledge of their own connection to who? Universe, aka God, or immortality. They know that worldly things, this is my big thing, worldly things are temporal, meaning for now, and therefore they live with thoughts which are elevated far above the worldly realities and the ignorance of so many who think that it's important enough to die or go crazy over. Things in this world, they only material stuff. It ain't worth dying for. It sure ain't worth going crazy and losing anything you got for material stuff. It ain't worth it. But a lot of us think so. That's what they're telling you. We already know that, but some of us believe it, okay? And watch this. A sage knows that God's plan is perfect and that there is no coincidence. In life, if you're living under God's auspiciousness, You have no coincidence. Why? It's part of his plan for you. If you follow his lead, he got it already laid out for you. All you got to do is follow the plan. Okay, let your conscience be your guide. And watch this. They understand that all circumstances, all things in life, good or bad, are illusions in this world, the physical world. So they live where? Beyond them, and are unaffected by the outcomes of the physical world. Their sole mission is to live within the splendor of absolute reality, knowing thyself, keeping it real, and to assist, this is my favorite part, others who wish to achieve the same joy, knowing thyself, the joy that is not fleeting. The knowledge you have of self will not leave you. It's for a purpose. And watch this, as are the earthly pleasures, bye-bye, but that which is transcendental and eternal bliss, that feeling, that understanding, knowledge of self, that's what you want to have. That's bliss. And no matter what religion you practice, it's the work that you put into achieve it. It don't care about your religion. The work that you put in to reach that, that's what it's there for. And it is what they call steadfastness of your wisdom, that our true essence lies and not in our bodies, and is subject to the changes of the world. The spirit ain't touched by none of this. As immortal and eternal soul spirits, we can rise above the trials and tribulations which sway most people emotionally. Why? They get caught up in the world. Emotions, ego, their desires, their pleasures, certain things they just can't seem to get over. All right? In steadfastness, happiness does not depend on the world or anything in it and of it. True happiness lies inside. But rather on one's own connection with their creator. God. Your one-on-one with God will change your world. You not having that cause problems in your world. Okay? Your choice. Again, it's still your choice. And watch this. Connection with the creator and one's own spiritual development. You have to get spiritually enlightened. You got to put the work in to get spiritually enlightened, to reach Nihas, to know thyself. And I just get a lesson. Remembering, not knowing thyself, but the lesson I'm giving you, I just got to understand that remembering and reclaiming one's own original essence. That's saying that it's there. You just have to discover it, remember it, whatever it is. But it's there. Always have been there. We call it Haruhood. Y'all call it Christhood. It's inside us. We just have to realize that. That's knowing thyself, okay? Or remembering thyself. I just gave that lesson. But in the tradition of the Vedas philosophy from India, Lord Krishna, a.k.a. Haru for them, and explains steadfastness as this. Just as the embodied self enters childhood, they say in the spirit, it starts out in childhood, it goes to youth and then old age. That's the process of life. Start out on 4, get on 2, and end up on 3, the cycle of life. But it says here, you went from youth, from childhood to youth to old age. So does it enter, which is the spirit, watch this, another body. This does not confound the steadfast man. Why? He's not worried about somebody else's spirit. Why? He got his own to worry about and take care. And as long as he do what he's supposed to do, that's not his concern. So it don't bother him what the spirit do or don't do. He know what he doing with his. I know mine. Don't worry about it. It ain't coming back. Moving on. All right? We understand that. That's from the Bhagavad Gita in India. That's the concept. Steadfastness is knowing that since all that exists is God, the one being, there is, now this is what you got to pay attention. I'm going to go through this hopefully slow enough so you can really understand it, because you got to digest this concept. The one being, there is no world of multiple objects. An enlightened being knows, right, thinkers? We know that even though he or she does things, meaning perform various actions within this physical world, but his or her true self deep within is not the body. I'm telling you, we're spiritual beings having a human experience. The body houses the spirit. The spirit, again, good segue, I like this. The spirit, the body, we call it the soul, and it's symbolized by a falcon with a human head. The human head is your conscious. If you become conscious of your soul, your spirit, knowing thyself, your head will be on that bird, not the bird's head. If it's signed where the bird head is a bird, not a man, you didn't make it. That's your consciousness taking flight, going home. If your head ain't on it, it can't take flight, can't go home. They got to get another spot, another body to wait until they can get to go home. That's the concept. And you act as what? The true actor. You, psychologically, you are actor in this body or in this world. We're here to have the human experience. The spirit needs this to what? To go home. That's his way home. Okay? It came in human form to get the experience, to know thyself, gain knowledge, to go home. Remember, whatever it is, but the body is a perishable illusion. In effect, anything they do in this world is intricately with what? Interacting with the self. Therefore, from a philosophical, watch this, pay attention, from a philosophical point of view, they really are what? Doing nothing. Why? We all come into this world naked and nothing. What we can do is learn. And thus, there is what? An interaction and peace in action. When you understand who you are and what you're doing, you're at peace in whatever you're doing. The action don't take away your peacefulness. You do it with reverence. You do it with zeal, fervency. I love teaching my philosophy, so I do it 100%. To have me do something that I'm not with, I couldn't give you the same effort and energy. It makes a difference. That's why. Now, if we have a conversation, watch this, with someone else outside ourselves, you know, we really are having a conversation with another piece of God. When two people recognize each other on the godly level, spiritual level, waking level, y'all communicate on a whole nother level. Okay, y'all recognize each other. Y'all know just who y'all are. Okay, from your experience, their experience, y'all can communicate on that level from what? Experiencing. And when you are changing, me and my pastor, we exchange blessings in life. What's going on, how it's going on, what we're going through every day. Every day. No, every day is what we do. Okay, that's what we do. All right, and talk to somebody else is like talking to another piece of God, who is what in reality, metaphorically, is us, the same self, God. We are all God, just having different experiences for the hell of it. You know what the hell, yeah, you know. But that's the concept. Right now, He's letting us be individuals in His world. This is all His, everything. Simple. Moving on. That's the concept. Hope you understand it. So, the one who is steadfast in this knowledge of self and one who's act accordingly understands that what? That the world is created for God to what? Interact with God. You understand that? He created something to have an interaction with Himself. Okay, from different perspectives. How about that? Okay, we are all immortal spiritual beings, all pieces of God, as it were, like the ocean. Every drop of water is a part of the ocean. Therefore, what this say? The drop of the ocean. You ain't the drop of the ocean. You're the ocean and the drop. Something, but it's metaphorical. It makes sense. Okay, but you break it down. Either way you go, it's the same thing. But now. So, therefore, God cannot hurt or kill God, aka Himself. if a black man who believed himself to be God, another black man believed himself to be God, black on black crime, they kill each other. That ain't supposed to happen. I'm just saying. That's what the concept is telling you. All right, so watch this. We are all immortal pieces of God, but there are gods, so God cannot really kill or hurt God. So this world we in, this is our illusion. Whatever's going on, we just manifesting it. But watch this. There is no birth or death. Well, wait a minute, yeah. Only a mental illusion. If you let me finish it out, there's a mental illusion as human beings of these existence. Okay? Those who believe in this illusion, will what? Will be subject to the matrix. They're in it, don't know they're in it, they just in it and going through the motions. But just as a person who is emotionally upset when what? When their new car is crashed. Anybody who has a new car, and if it was taught, everybody's going to react with emotional outbursts. Okay, that's normal, that's okay. But the person who is too attached, right here, they just gave the normal understanding. But when you become too attached to anything in this physical world, including your body, okay, is emotionally divested at the thought of what is lost. You lose your mind. I have my car totaled out right in front of my house. Everybody just assume I'm going to lose it. I'm going to beat the guy up. Nope, came downstairs, looked at it. Yeah, it is what it is. The old me, that guy, who like this clown, he come out, he just ready to rip somebody a new one. That's not the way to do things. I'm learning in my own time how to handle that. And watch this. And at the thought of losing whatever it is, okay, you freak out. As a car may be and can be replaced, so too our bodies and parts of it also replaced through what? You ready? Reincarnation. If you don't get it right, don't worry, you'll be back. That's what that's telling you, okay? And this wisdom will allow us to be, you ready for my favorite word, dispassionate and detached from what? From objects and people of the world and its temptations. How about that? Detachment allows your mind to what? To be free from agitation, from worrying, anxiety, doing a whole bunch of unnecessary thought process. When you get comfortable and control your thought process with daily meditation, clear out the baggage, don't carry a whole bunch of nonsense, your mind is free to do what it does best, function. And what's this? A mind free from what? Agitations can now what? Engage in what? Introspection and peace within what? Yourself. Not worrying about a whole bunch of outside entity, all that nonsense. No, you should be at peace with yourself, and that's what they try to explain to you. How's this? Where we at? Now, detachment allows that. Introspection leads to what? It leads you to the discovery of your innermost self, or we call it Haruhood. Okay? Christians call it Christ consciousness, anointed, whatever. But when you do the things to make that happen, you can call it whatever you want. But now, through peace of mind, that means you're at peace with yourself. You ain't worried about the bills. You ain't worried about this, that, and the third. You have peace. So you at, right now, I'm at peace with myself. We are now able to what? Concentrate on what? On our worldly endeavors. The things that I have to do, take care of my family, support stuff, and handle those things. I do that. But on the necessary, watch this. Now you can concentrate on your worldly endeavors and on the necessary virtues and work on the qualities to what? Attain Haruhood, aka Nihas. His work. One of them, I got 4 of them right here. I'm going to take you right down. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 of them right here. Ended up with steadfastness again. But the discipline that you have to show, that means the will and the courage to pursue your aspirations in life and the strength to make them your reality. Don't let nobody tell you. Don't let nothing distract you. You go right where you want to go. I taught my kids that, and they both hit the mark. I love that. When you give them an order and they follow it to the T, they're the beneficiaries of that. Why? They listen and they put the work in and they got the results. The rewards is all yours. That's good parenting. All right. Equanimity. Equanimity mean equal on both sides. Mean both things being done. Our brain is two hemispheres. A lot of us just use one to make our decisions and think off of. Equanimity is using both sides. Pro, con. You can't make a decision without having both sides. A judge can't make a decision without hearing from the plaintiff and defendant. You can make your claim. You can defend yourself. I'll make the decision after hearing both. That's what you should think on. That's how you should operate the thought process. Well, I do. Now, emotional stability. Where you get that from? That comes from maintaining and having balanced mindset in what? All your situations, be they good or bad. Again, maintaining your cool. Being, the same. I used to up and down. I used to get caught up in that. That's the emotional roller coaster. Once you get cool and smooth it out, it'll stay the same all the time. That's equanimity, okay? Right there. And the serenity of knowing one's true self when? At all times. I ain't gonna never not know who I am. Okay, once you find out. First, through achieving your intellectual knowledge and getting the lessons, learning them, comprehending them, and manifesting them. And then through what we call direct experience. That gives you what they call gnosis. Now you experience it for yourself. Now you know. Biggie, if you don't know, now you know, nigga. Okay? Right here. And these are my two favorite emotion concepts. Dispassion and detachment. Take your emotion out of the situation. Whenever I hear somebody start a conversation with I feel, it's usually a female, because everything is based on how you feel. I tend to wah. I could care less about your feelings, okay? It ain't about your feelings. So I'm dispassionate when it comes to that. And if you're a man and talking about your feelings, man, don't even waste your time. Don't waste your time telling me about how you feel. Could care less. Grow a pair. Detachment. I'm not attached to none of this nonsense, okay? Man, women, no, none of that, okay? I love my kids, love my family, but I detach from all that. Why? I don't need none of them to survive. I just need me. That's selfish. Okay, but that's just the truth. I don't give a damn how you feel about that. Oh, again, don't care. When it's keeping honest and truth don't give a damn how you feel about it. And I'm with truth. I don't either. Moving on. I just did the lesson on contentment. A whole 2-page concept of contentment. Right quick, I'm going to break it all down. I took a 2-page lesson. They're going to break it down in one phrase. Contentment. That means you are the universe. You know you are one with the all. All is inside you. You know God and you are one. What else is needed? That's contentment. If I got everything I need, I know everything I need to know, I'm content. Roof over my head, money in the bank, however you want to make it back, whatever works for you. But that's how you achieve contentment. Having everything that you think you need the way you want it, and you're content. They say the man, wisdom is he can do best with less. I don't need a whole bunch of stuff. No, I'm a real simple dude. I try to make it real simple. But in life, everybody's contentment level is up to each individual. Last one, fearlessness. I think I did do fear. I might do fear coming up, right? No, I won't be able to do fear. I'll say that for the next lesson. But fearlessness is when you are all, and therefore you cannot be afraid of yourself. How can God be afraid of God? See, these are all philosophical concepts that if you stand and think about, oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Some people, I don't get it. Common sense. That means it's universal. It ain't brain surgery. I don't teach at college level. I break it real simple. Why? It's common sense. It ain't that hard to figure out. I can make it real simple for you. I did the hard work. I had to study the other way. Moving on. I'll break it down for you. Wrapping it up. The sage knows that what? The spirit self, or the Ba, God, Netta, Nabercha, whatever you want to call them, we know is immortal. God is immortal. Okay? Do you know that God is in you? I do. And eternal. That makes you what? Nothing that happens in the world can destroy or change you if what? You're God. So there is no need to what? To grieve for a loss of a loved one's life or a loss of an object. Oh, it ain't that important. And I'm seeing my sister and my mom who showed me they get this thing. They understand it. When they didn't freak out over my niece's death, they was cool. And I told them that, I said, oh, y'all showed me something. Why? When my old man died, I wasn't cool. I'm almost embarrassed. I look back and say, damn, dog, you really didn't handle that well. You really wasn't. But it is what it is. Again, I just was mourning. I lost it. You don't want to know. But when you get past that whole concept, you're good to go. And to live and act with what? With this knowledge. Having it don't mean nothing. Using it, employing it, showing it, that's what makes a difference. And the basis of one's everyday consciousness is to be maintained. Again, when you have knowledge of self, when you understand the things you need to understand, life can be lived at its best. Why? Daily by you. You set the tone. When you're out of sync and you're out of order, but it's hard to get comfortable. It's hard to find these places, contentment, if you're not disciplined, if you ain't thinking with equanimity, if you don't have dispassion and detachment, you having a whole bunch of issues that you ain't even addressing. That's why once you master these qualities, you are master of oneself. That's what it's all about, and that's steadfastness at its best. That's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be right back with some more, but right now I got to go. And in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. And me, 100 minus that day. So I never know that you guys have passed away. I'll be right back.